On July 7, 2020, FBI Director Christopher Wray delivered a speech at the Hudson Institute entitled "The Threat Posed by the Chinese Government and the Chinese Communist Party to the Economic and National Security of the United States." In his speech, Mr. Wray warned American society that the CCP has extensively corrupted and infiltrated American community to achieve its ambition to surpass the United States. It's a great talk, but did this really wake up America? I'm afraid not. 2 years later, also on July 7th, the U.S. Bankruptcy Court signed a document, agreed to replace the trustee in the bankruptcy case of Chinese dissident Miles Guo. This seems like a pretty common change, doesn't it? However, this is destined to become the trigger for a shocking corruption case in the history of American justice. Let's start with the beginning of this case. 5 years ago, PAG, an Asian private equity fund, sued Miles Guo for repaying $30 million in principal and interest on its debt. A lawsuit with a target of 30 million yuan, hundreds of hours of inquiries, and legal fees of hundreds of millions of dollars spent by both parties is still in progress, which is far beyond the scope of ordinary claims and debt lawsuits. Yes, this lawsuit is not about money, it is an unrestricted judicial war launched by the Chinese Communist Party. As a CCP spy company, PAG tried to bring down the anti-communist Miles Guo through legal prosecution. There are so many bizarre things in this lawsuit that I'll talk more about in another episode. Today, let's focus on the latest developments so far.
壬寅年初15元宵节，文汇第一次签下人生的个人破产申请书。
In order to prevent the endless entanglement of PAG, Miles Guo decided to file for personal bankruptcy. On June 15, 2022, Judge Julie A. Manning of the Bankruptcy Court ruled, denying the motion to dismiss and entrusting Mr. Guo's related assets. On June 30, 2022, the United States trustee under the U.S. Department of Justice appointed a law firm named Womble Bond Dickinson as the trustee of Mr. Guo's assets, according to the Bankruptcy Court's judgment. However, in less than a week, United States trustees' lawyers filed a new application to the Bankruptcy Court on July 5, requesting the removal of the original trustee of assets. 2 days later, on July 7, the United States trustee requested that the trustee of Mr. Guo's assets be replaced with attorney Luke A. Despens. This is the most interesting part. Attorney Luke Despens is a partner of the famous Paul Hastings law firm in the United States. The Paul Hastings law firm once represented the plaintiff PAG in a merger case. According to a report on the Law 360 website, on September 26, 2018, PAG Real Estate, a real estate company under PAG, initiated a takeover offer worth 5.24 billion Hong Kong dollars to a trust company named Spring Real Estate Investment Trust, and its attorney was Paul Hastings. In other words, PAG is a Paul Hastings client. Under U.S. law, Paul Hastings has a significant conflict of interest with Miles Guo's bankruptcy and cannot act as a trustee. But that's not the worst part. As you dig deeper, you'll be even more shocked. Paul Hastings has inextricably linked and various business dealings with the CCP. Paul Hastings has offices in Shanghai and Hong Kong, and one of its partners in Beijing is Yan Jia. He is a member of the Communist Party of China, and before joining Paul Hastings, he served as the Chief Operating Officer of China Legal Network. Is this special? Yes. If you know a little about the CCP, you will understand that the leader of the China Legal Network is not just because he is smart and outstanding, he must represent the interests of the CCP. So who is Yan Jia? Looking at Yan Jia's biography, we found something special. On August 20, 1993, the Fudan University debate team including Yan Jia represented China in the first international college debate in Singapore and won the championship. At that time, the team leader of Fudan University was Wang Huning. Yes, that's right. He is the current member of the Standing Committee of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China, known as the Zhongnanhai think tank and 3 generations of emperors, Wang Huning. Let me clarify for you, I know you're probably a little confused. Yan Jia, a student of the Communist Party's top official in charge of communist ideology, served as Paul Hastings' China partner.